Hey everyone, this is day 25 of 31 days through Ezekiel and Daniel. Daniel chapter 5 ended with a kingdom falling in a single night. Daniel chapter 6 opens with a new kingdom established and Daniel still standing. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 satraps, and over these 3 governors, of whom Daniel was one. Daniel chapter 6, verse 1 and 2. Empires have shifted, leadership has changed, systems have been replaced, yet Daniel remains. His consistency has outlived political transition. More than that, he excels. An excellent spirit was in him, and the king gave thought to setting him over the whole realm. Daniel 6 and 3. His distinction is not situational, it is internal. What is within him produces what is seen around him. But excellence attracts opposition. The governors and satraps sought to find some charge against Daniel, but they could find no charge or fault because he was faithful. Daniel 6 and 4. This is a rare statement, not sinless, but blameless in conduct. His integrity leaves no opening. And so they shift their strategy. We shall not find any charge against this Daniel unless we find it against him concerning the law of his God. Daniel 6 and 5. If they cannot corrupt his character, they will criminalize his devotion. A decree is established. For 30 days, no one may petition any god or man except the king. Violation means death, specifically the lion's den. The pressure is now legal, structured, and enforceable. Worship has been regulated. And then comes one of the most quietly powerful verses in the chapter. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went home, and he knelt down on his knees 3 times that day and prayed, as was his custom since early days. Daniel 6 and 10. Nothing changes. No adjustment, no delay, no negotiation. As Matthew Henry notes, Daniel does not begin praying in crisis. He continues what he had already established in consistency. His strength in the moment is the result of formation over time. He does not pray defiantly. He prays faithfully. As A.W. Tozer wrote, spiritual endurance is not built in moments of testing, but revealed by them. What has been cultivated in secret is now exposed in public. He is found, accused, and brought before the king. Darius is distressed. He values Daniel, but the law cannot be reversed. This is the tension of earthly authority. It often binds even those who recognize righteousness. Daniel is cast into the den. But notice the king's words. Your God, whom you serve continually, he will deliver you. Daniel 6 and 16. Even a pagan king recognizes the consistency of Daniel's devotion. His life has become a testimony. A stone seals the den. The night passes in silence. Then, at dawn, the king rushes to the den and calls out, not with certainty, but with hope. Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God been able to deliver you from the lions? Daniel 6 and 20. And Daniel answers, my God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths so that they have not hurt me. Daniel 6 and 22. The deliverance is precise. The threat remains present, but it is restrained. The lions are not removed, their power is. As Matthew Henry reflects, God is able not only to remove danger, but to neutralize it completely when he chooses. The environment does not change, but the outcome does. Daniel is lifted out, and the text makes a defining statement. No injury whatever was found on him because he believed in his God. Daniel 6:23. Belief here is not abstract. It is embodied trust. It is confidence expressed through consistent obedience. John Bevere teaches that unwavering devotion positions us under divine protection, not as entitlement, but as alignment. Daniel does not manipulate the outcome. He remains faithful regardless of it. The chapter concludes with reversal. Those who accuse Daniel face the very consequence they designed. And Darius issues a decree. I make a decree that in every dominion, men must tremble and fear before the God of Daniel. Daniel 6:26. Once again, faithfulness leads to revelation, but the deeper truth is this. Daniel's faith was not built in the den. It was revealed there. And that leads us to the question that lingers. What practices have you established before pressure arrives? What rhythms of devotion remain when they become costly? And if your faith were examined publicly, would it reflect consistency or convenience? Because the goal is not to survive the den. It is to live in such a way that when the den comes, nothing about your devotion needs to change.